There we go. We're live. Hello.
Just
sort this out.
Sort my chair out.
Hang on. I haven't checked if the mic is on. Can you hear us? Yes, you can. Welcome to our regular Sunday thing. Sorting yourself out?
I don't know what's going on there. Never mind.
Yeah, good to see you. Can we still hear Kate? Ellen's watching Kate Bush in the other room on telly. It's really cool that she's getting into Kate Bush. Like, you know,
the whole Stranger Things effect.
So's the whole world right now. Yeah, fantastic. So welcome. Good to see you. We bought stuff. We bought
lots of stuff.
We went to a Village Fete where I used to live, where my parents still live. And they have a white elephant stall. And they also have a books and media stall. I've helped out there before in the past, well, we both have. But we just went as buyers and didn't really expect to spend much, and spent every penny we had and could have probably spent a lot more. We found some amazing stuff. So we're going to share it with you, but we are live. So if you're watching us live, please pop into the side chat, say hello. Just noticed Ben said a lovely thing there. Look, evening, Nick and Andrea. I'd just like to take a moment to say thank you to you two for helping me. I'm going through a rough patch, and watching your videos brings a smile to my face.
Oh, I'm sorry you're going through a rough patch, Ben.
Yeah, I hope things are improving. But thank you for the message. That means a lot. Cheers. Adrian, good evening from Chippenham in Wiltshire. Steve is in. Mark is in. It's just jumped right down. Gary, Peter Ray. I was in Pete's neck of the woods. We met up with the other Pete. If you've seen the other Pete's video, he mentions us.
Sales of the unexpected.
We weren't dogging in a car park. We had a dog with us in a car park.
We did have a dog with us.
We met up with Peter Cummins because he very kindly picked up a Depeche Mode LP for me from a local charity shop. And because we were going to Brighton, kind of past where Pete is, we arranged to meet in a car park and do the dodgy deal. I did feel quite conscious handing over the money, and Pete gave me a plastic bag.
Lots of people sat in their cars watching.
Yeah, very odd, but yeah. So I was near your area, Pete, is the point. Anne is in, Jason and Nia. We'll say a few more hellos before we crack on. Have I done Steve? Hi, Steve. Margaret. I'm getting an echo. Is it from that? I think it's...
Oh, is it?
I don't know. And Michelle. So welcome, everybody. I'm going to whiz down, try and get to the end of the chat. We've got the window open because it's hot. So if you can hear the trains, apologies, there's a train line about 50 yards that way. So you may actually be able to hear them. Right, scrolly. I don't think I've missed any questions or anything. We are going to share some bargains because, oh my goodness, we bought, like I said, we could have probably bought twice as much.
We spent about 3 hours just going back and forth from the bookstall to the white elephant stall.
And then at the end, it was like everything 50p or less. And I was like, I've spent all my money. I could have borrowed some off Dad, and he kindly offered, but I was like, we don't need stuff. Yeah. But it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So welcome, everyone. I'm at the end. Oh, Lainey's popped in. Hi, and Junie, Babs. Welcome, everybody. So
yeah, we were going to go to a jumble trail this weekend, weren't we? Because there's one near to us that's over the Saturday and the Sunday. And we'd originally said, we're going to go on the Saturday morning before the fete. And then we went to get Ellen from Brighton on the Friday, and we didn't get home until nearly midnight. So we were a bit shattered. So we said, no, we won't go to that. We might go on the Sunday. But then we bought so much on Saturday, we were like, probably best we don't go.
Yeah. And we weren't up and about particularly early this morning. It's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But we got some really nice stuff as well. I was just doing some research, which I've not shared with Andrea, on some of the finds. And yeah, we did good.
Yeah, I haven't done any research.
We did good. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start with some of your stuff? Or shall I start here?
Whatever.
There's stuff everywhere.
There is stuff everywhere.
What you
It's
got?
like Christmas.
Well,
What do we have? Oh, well, you could share that
what?
red thing there.
This.
Um,
I like this, but I picked this up for 50p. It's a, I'm thinking 70s or 80s thermal, so it's like lined jug, right? But he chucked in for another 50p 3 of these, which don't actually go with it. This is made in Britain, English. This is from Holland, and the cups are actually much better.
yeah, strangely.
This probably still get 10 to 15 pounds out of it. These people are trying to get about 20 pound for 3 cups. These are 1970s, really nice design. What did I say the maker was again?
Meeple or something.
Meepow.
Meepow.
Meepow from Holland. The sort of thing that people buy for their camper vans and caravans. Really cool retro plastic stuff. So we got a set of 3 of those. So we're going to split that out.
Yeah, I think so. Sell them separately.
That was right at the end. There was still this sort of quality right at the end when the thing was packing up, and we were trying to resist. But then it was like everything 50p or makes an offer, and we were like, oh, let's go back. And the last thing we bought was 3 items for 50p. They were quite good as well.
Junie says, was driving back from Fraserburgh.
Okay.
On Wednesday, and Macy Gray came on the radio, and I no longer can listen to her without thinking of your singing, Nick.
Must resist. Must resist. I'm glad forevermore you will think of me when Macy is on the radio. Oh dear, have I ruined that song for people, do you think? Yeah? Shame.
Along the same lines, at the very end, we also picked up this vintage thermos.
Yeah. I don't think there's a lot in them, but it's a really nice design.
Think so, yeah. I left it originally, but then when things were cheaper, I thought, oh yeah.
When it's
grab that.
When it's 50p for a vintage thing, that's right up our alley. Yeah, why not? Should be a fairly simple. It's got a bit of a scratch there, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's certainly been well loved. So yeah.
Well loved, well used.
Same sort of vein as the other bits. While I've got it here, I actually bought 2 fireside companions. This one's in a bit of a muddle. I think we're now keeping this one for the new house.
This one's slightly bigger, isn't it?
This is a chunky one. It's so heavy.
I like the design of this one, actually.
Solid brass and really weighty. The other one's a bit more weedy. We actually have another one in stock that has like dogs on it, which I'm going to sell.
But it's not. Yeah, it's not a dog that we've ever had or we've got, so it just seemed a bit weird to use that one.
I think it's like a setter on it or something. Anyway, I did actually look into these before we went live. If we were to sell this, I'd still get 30 for it. Not big money, but there's got to be like 3 kilos of brass there, at least 2.
But we will have a fireplace in our new house, so looking forward to using that.
Still trying not to jinx it, but the fireplace is gorgeous, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Big, sort of thing you can walk in and hide in. But yeah, this is going to be a keeper. Pay £3. Was it 3? No, 4. £4 we paid near the end. Yeah. That was still on the table at the end. This is so annoying. That's the quality of stuff they had there. It was so much stuff.
Liam says, hi guys, love the channel. I have a huge amount of DVDs I want to sell. Wondering one time, could you do a video on how to make one listing for various DVDs and then a drop down for the choice? I struggle. I think you've done
I have done a multi-variation listing video. So if you do Nick Hill's multi-listing, that will probably bring it up, where I do a listing for various board game spares, but it's exactly the same process for that. So if you did a listing of DVDs, pick your choice kind of listing, have a look at that one. It's not difficult, but I needed a bit of help when I first tried it, so that video was exactly for what you're saying, that little bit of because it's complicated, isn't it? They don't make it easy. So hopefully you can find that video and it helps. Give it a go.
Hey, Cossie Steve says, "Hey Nick and Nick's wife, I'm Andrea. My name's in the name of the channel, not Angela, Andrea." Just for people out there. Says, "I see that you've been treated to the barbers. Are the clippers? It makes you look younger and vibrant."
Yeah. This is a quick bzzz at home job.
Yeah, I do the back.
I can't quite see the back, so Andrea does that bit and I do the rest. Yeah, not a big fan of going to the barbers. I do it very occasionally, but I'd rather just whiz it off at home. Right.
It's cheaper that way.
The first thing I bought was...
When are you going to list bulky items again? Ben wants to know.
Should be soon. We need to get rid of a load of more bulk. But don't know is the answer.
An Inglenook, yes, it's an Inglenook.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But it's actually been modernized, so it's got a modern smokeless log burner in. Yeah, not jinxing it. We haven't bought it yet. We kind of have, but kind of, meh. Anyway, we got to the White Elephant and how they do it there. And this is the same store that we've helped set up and run before. Nothing, you can't change any money until somebody announces the Village Fete is open. So we were all stood there, and I was stood there basically with my hands on these.
I was already starting to gather things.
Yeah, and there were other people, someone there with a hand on a stack of boxes of Lego. You know what it's like. And so then the announcement came. What's her name? The vicar launched the fete. So the first two things I bought were a 2DS, blue and black colorway on it, and a Nintendo DSi with chargers, £10 each, which was a fair price. Roughly, I think I'm looking at about 40 on these now. DSIs aren't particularly valuable. I'll probably shoot for 25, 30, but they need a good clean. But I've charged them and they are functioning really nicely. So
yeah, you're having a good play last night, weren't you?
Yeah, we were at my mum's with Nina, and we were playing Mario Kart and we were playing Cooking Mama, and having a laugh because I mentioned they also have a bookstore, which is also a media store. So I think somebody donated these. Shh. And it had a load of software, because all the software, it must have been a good half an hour later after our first rummage, we went to the bookstore, and half an hour into this event, there was still, I'll show you the software I got. The sort of stuff that if there's many resellers around, these will be gone in seconds. So there weren't many. There were certainly some, but they were sticking with White Elephant stall, I think. Cooking Mama's not a great game, but there was Cooking Mama 3 as well, so I could bundle up. Mario Kart DS, love that game. But I've also got Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. That one, very nice. There's a bunch of 3DS games. Professor Layton actually doesn't have much value now. There was a load of Wii stuff, but a lot of it was shovelware, really common stuff that has no value.
Shovelware?
Yeah. I picked the Conduit up because I rarely see it, and I couldn't remember if it was a particularly good one. It's not.
Oh.
So don't go out your way to pick that one up. Mario Galaxy always sells. Mario Strikers isn't actually that good, but it's a Mario game, so it sells. A few more 3DS. Super Monkey Ball. Cooking Mama 4. I had no idea they'd done a 4. Crazy.
I know. Time's gone on since we've
had
the shop.
Ellen had Cooking Mama 1, I think. And I was playing this yesterday with Nina. That's really good. Super Mario 3D Land. Yeah, fully 3D, so you can run in and out of the levels as well as sideways. So that was the software. £1 a piece. I just grabbed a bunch. Yeah, great. Try and put that down.
Cash Shatter says, "Love the channel. Is there any point listing old skyboxes? Some boxed, some not."
I would say just look them up and see. I know the last skybox I had, I just opened it up and took the hard drive out and sold that because it's an easier sell. which actually came back, didn't it?
Yeah.
That hard drive came back to me because it didn't work, apparently. No, he said it did work. And then a week or two later, he said it stopped working. And I thought, this sounds a bit dodgy. Send it back if it doesn't work. But he did send it back. So anyway, yeah.
Tim Roberts says, wow, just been able to access chat function. You've both been an inspiration to me in reselling. Thank you. That's lovely to hear.
Good. Thanks, Tim.
That we've been able to help Tim.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, make a difference when people say that. Makes it all worthwhile, really, us banging on about what we choose to do.
Daniel's got a barber's college near him and pays only £2 for a haircut.
Bargain.
Hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil.
I says, I added £25 to the price of an item today, then sent offers to watchers at the original price. I'm here all day for the eBay tips. Did it sell, though?
Okay. Interesting. Put the price up and send offers at the original price. I can see the logic.
Steve says that the remotes for the skyboxes sell better than the boxes. Yeah, I can understand that because a lot of them stop working or they get lost.
Remotes, yeah.
Yeah. Jane's asking, can anyone tell me what to do when you put in the VAT box on your listing? Is this new?
I don't remember filling one out.
I think it really depends on if you're VAT registered for a start, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
We are no longer VAT registered. We used to be for many, many years. I don't remember seeing the VAT box. Have I been avoiding it? I don't know.
Christy says, great chat, people. What's your current frustration with eBay?
My slow speed of listing on it. I don't have a current frustration. Oh no, there was a frustration with eBay that you'd go in and it would keep giving you the same reminder. What was that reminder that it would tell you 10 times a day?
When you go to send offers to watchers.
Yes.
And it just keeps telling you about how they've changed it. How the views are counted and blah blah blah.
That's it.
Yeah.
There was a little notification that I must have seen 500 times.
I think it says, don't show me this again.
Yeah, there needs to be I've read this notification. Thank you, eBay. Yeah, don't show me it every time I log in. That's my current frustration. I think it might have stopped now, actually. Right, so.
Greg says, due to watching your channel, I picked up one of those Velociraptor roaring dinosaur heads for a £5 at the car boot sale today. Jeff is currently with Ellen in the living room, so
yeah, Jeff is here.
He's enjoying the fact his bestie's home.
We wore him out at the Fete.
Yeah, he slept most of the day.
Yesterday he met lots of dogs, obviously lots of people. Nina was there, his new little bestie mate, so she was walking him around the Fete. My dad had him for a while, and then we went to mum and dad's, and he was just so much going on.
We didn't get home till late.
Yeah, brought him home at like midnight. And he slept half the day because he was knackered. We went
for a walk in the woods today, though. That was nice.
And then we took him for a very long walk, so he's now a knackered dog. Right, quickly whiz through.
Steve says, I think the VAT thing is new. I just had a receipt with VAT listed separately for something I bought. Okay. Why no longer VAT registered?
Because we are under the VAT threshold now, where we weren't before. So yeah, DVD wise, I could have gone crazy, and part of me wishes I did. At 50p each, if you're buying the right stuff, it's worth doing. For example, Phoenix Nights series 1 and 2 still sells. I sold the pair, the individual ones, recently for £10, I think it was. That's the pack that go all in one. Words, Nick. You grabbed that because it was sealed, but probably not worth much. Elvis, because the Elvis movie's coming out, or is out. Is
it out? Two, I think.
This I'm probably keeping. This is First Aid Kit Who by Fire, which actually does have some good resale value, but I would imagine I'm keeping it. Charlatan's album, which I'm going to have a listen to, but does sell okay. Andrea spotted this, and this is cool as. This is Dragon's Lair for the PC. Look at the old Elite logo there. Sadly, it should have a big box. It's a big box PC game, but this is just the inner CD case. It's probably still a tenner at best, but if you have it with the big card outer box, you'd be probably achieving more. Just a cool thing for 50p. I'm not leaving that behind. So what year is this? It's going to be 92. I had it on Super Nintendo in 92 or 3. What does that say? 93. There you go. 1993 PC game. Very nice.
Just for Stephen, this is my mug. It's Kath Kidston.
Mug of the day. And I think you grabbed this one.
Yeah.
Which is actually a really nice find. I've never seen that. It's Freddie Mercury Solo, but it's a triple disc. What now, Freddie? Triple disc set, really nice. So you've got in here his album Bad Guy, and then Barcelona with extra tracks on it. The single he did with Montserrat Caballé, wasn't it? Plus a bonus CD with stuff. Great Pretender, Living on My Own. So really cool little set there. I couldn't tell you what it's worth, but we weren't leaving it behind for 50p. No. I would imagine that has a market, probably almost certainly out of print.
Monkey Thrifter says, Nick picked up DM Singles album on vinyl for 50p, but a bit of damage on the outer sleeve.
DM Singles on vinyl? Oh, you're probably talking the white cover one with the black and white photo in the middle, which isn't that rare. If you can find the reissue, the 1998 reissue one, then you're talking serious money. If you've got that, well done. But yeah, I don't actually own the first one on vinyl. Carl Cox at Space. I could have bought loads and loads of dance and DJ stuff, and part of me wishes I did. I love selling that stuff, but that was just one that really caught my eye. And then this Pink Floyd original 1988 issue, is it?
Yeah, it's like a best of, a live best of.
I didn't realise. Is it live then?
Yeah, it's live.
Ah, I thought it was a studio album. Shows what I know. But it's like, that would make sense if it's a live compilation, because it's got loads. It's got money on it, for example. Yeah. Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Yeah, that would make sense that it's a live show. Yeah. Oh, it says live there. Oh. Anyway, yeah, really nice. 50p. It's coming home with me. Probably keeping it.
Thank you, Christy. We can't see the super sticker on StreamYard, but appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know why
Chris
we don't see the stickers on here.
Continued mental health awareness.
Thank you. Yes, we are advocates for mental health conversations whenever and frequently and as often as possible. Speaking of which, Lainey, if you follow Lainey's channel, Lainey does some wonderful chats with Heather, if you've not caught any of those.
Carrie Dunlop says, can someone tell Ed Sheeran to keep it down? I'm trying to watch my favourite YouTube couple and all I can hear is Ed Sheeran is playing at Man City's ground and I live near. We had Liam Gallagher just down the road from us at Nebworth a couple of weeks ago, and you did you take Jeff for a walk or go out? You said, come out. We stood on our doorstep and we could hear. I think he was doing Stand By Me.
No, he wasn't at that point. When I took Jeff across the fields, Nebworth is a matter of miles away from us. He was doing a version of Stand By Me, and I could hear every word. I could hear the words. I was singing along in the fields.
Couldn't hear it as well. It was very faint, but you could hear it.
Depends which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah.
Lainey could hear Ed, I think, when Ed was playing the Stadium of Light in Sunderland. Yeah. Ed's just annoying all the neighbours. I got a few sealed audiobooks, very, very hit and miss value-wise. So don't expect lots of money, but if they're sealed, I do tend to go for them.
But it's Sir David.
It's Sir David, so yeah, why not? Don't know this one, Unbroken, Laura Hillenbrand. Do you know that? No. But again, it's a heavy one, so I assume it's an unabridged. Can't see what it says. 11 compact discs. Chances are that's a nice unabridged one. And then my mate Dave again. Life on Air 16 CD set. So not cheap to pick up. So we'll have some back. You'll disappear in a minute. Wait for it. I've got some more somewhere. Here we go. No idea about this one, but it was sealed. Race of Aces. Again, it's a chunky one, so it's going to have a lot of 14 disc set. And there's another one. Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Although I thought that was sealed, but it's not. Anyway, I'm here on my own today. Yeah, so a few of those quick, easy listings. Happy days. So I think
Hi, Jay Reseller says, hi all, finally caught the stream, and hi everyone in chat. So hi, thanks for joining us.
I think that was all the media I picked up, but at the end, when everything went dirt cheap, I could have, filled the back of the car.
Yeah.
But trying to be sensible because we have sold the house. Right. Lainey says, yeah, he has loud bass. I also heard Beyonce take that in the Foo Fighters.
Oh, cool.
Don't need to leave the house, Lainey, for your gigs. Obscured by Tat. Isn't that a Pink Floyd song? Could be. Sounds like them. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, Stall's in. Hello.
So Graham saying, I've spent most of the weekend bundling over 1,000 CDs into bands and genres. Probably get a fiver.
They can be a tough sell sometimes, CDs, for sure. This is a taste of things to come. Andrea will eventually be edged out by media. Is that how it feels? Edged out by media. I'm getting edged out by jugs. And planters. Planters is the new thing.
So that was a good segue into this. There was a plant stall, and they were selling some plant pots as well for £1 each. So I went and had a little look, and I got a couple of Shurik ones. So got that one. Got nowhere to put it.
They're modern things, right?
Oh yeah, these aren't the vintage ones. Another one, Shurik one.
Oh,
I like that colour actually. That would go in our new house, that colour.
Would it?
Yeah.
Margaret, I had some sealed ones. I assume we're back on media then. Waiting to list. My son visited and opened them.
But this one is a vintage one. It's Bay, West German. Just a nice little white floral design. So I like that one. It needs a clean. I'll have to get the cup cleaner on that.
Oh, God, yeah. That's had a plant sat in it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't got to the epic find yet.
Is there an epic find? Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah. You were there with me when we found it. And I was pulling them out and handing them to you going, ooh.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that.
But this could be fairly epic. I don't know. And it's taped up. So I think I'm going to do, maybe in my video, if I do a video tomorrow, I might open it up tomorrow. It says Lord of the Rings, Mines of Moria. I think you said Moira. Mines of Moira Stewart. And it's got the wonderful Games Workshop logo, which doesn't always mean you're onto a winner, but it does help. So it should have all of these figures in by the look of it, and this great big orc thing here. No, cave troll. Should have a cave troll in it.
Well, James sold a DVD, an Anita Mao DVD for £40 sealed.
I've never heard of Anita Mao, but yeah, obscure is good, right? With DVDs generally. So that I couldn't tell you whether I scored a home run on that. I don't know what's in it. It feels kind of, I don't know. So I might open that in a separate video, because if I open it now, it'll go everywhere. That was a couple of pounds. So I think
Jonathan Hill's asking, is there a Balrog? Is that something to do with Lord of the Rings?
Is there a Balrog?
Balrog?
Balrog? I don't know. If you're talking about that, I've not opened it, and I'm going to save that for another video. Now, my fail of the day, right? let me know. Would you have taken a punt on this? Starlink. Obviously, Nintendo. Look, Star Fox. There's the Star Fox ship. It says Nintendo Switch here. So it's current. It's, you know, it looks like it's got all the bits in. It just sounds great, doesn't it? So I said, oh, how much is this? Not knowing anything about it. They said £3. I gave them the money. Now, even if it didn't have this problem, wait for it.
You might be able to guess.
Always check inside the box. Do, 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 do. Nothing in it. So it doesn't have the software. Even if it did, I guess this was a bit of a flop because people are selling it new for like anywhere between £10 and £15.
All right. So Ben's just sent that.
What's that? Okay. Is that a new one? It's got to be a new one. 100. Is that the same thing? Mine's of Moira Stewart. Yeah.
Yeah, new in box.
Right. Well, that's the new one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I reckon I might struggle to get my £3 back on that, but I'm always taking the chance on a Switch thing. But I should have opened it up and checked that the game was in there. Right.
Yeah. Andrea says, oh my God, I picked up that Star Fox thing yesterday, but messaged my daughter and she said, no, only goes for a tenner.
Yeah. But this was at the White Elephant, and there were other dealers there, but there were lots of just members of the public just going crazy for it. So you have to grab and buy. There's no, which is why I didn't go to the lengths of checking it, because it was like, buy it, put it in my bag, find something else, blah, blah, blah. It was chaos. And I'll always take a chance on something like that. But I failed on that one.
Yeah, sadly.
This one, I'll just quickly do this. This one, it's not great, but I did actually look it up because the Monopolies and the spin-off ones, they vary in price so much. So I quickly looked it up, and you're looking at about £15 for a used one. But I quickly opened it because it wasn't sealed. And all of the cards are sealed anyway. So I'll be able to do it kind of new other, as in content sealed. All still bagged. So it's been opened and never played. So I'll be able to go for the top end of that. So that was worth it for a couple of quid.
Yeah.
Walking Dead. Zombie Monopoly.
Doesn't sound like my cup of tea.
We've never watched Walking Dead,
no,
have we?
It's not really not my thing.
Anyway.
I don't know if it's your thing, is it?
No, not really.
I wouldn't have said it was.
Right, go on then.
Oh, I bought a little Cath Kidston mug, but yeah, might have to be a keeper.
No, you know the rule with mugs. What's the rule with mugs?
1 in, 1 out.
1 in, 1 out. Otherwise, we just accumulate.
And I bought this jug, which I think will be a keeper as well. It's a little smoked glass. I love the spout on it. Look at that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And I don't have a water jug. I think I've got jugs. Oh, we're going down that road again. I've got, various jugs that I've used in the past for water jugs, but now I use as like vases, and I don't like using them as water jugs after I've used them as vases.
So is that
so I think I will keep this as a water jug.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, James says, I got several £6 new for Nintendo Switch from retail. Okay, so it was a complete commercial flop then. Right. Well, let's all remember, this is not worth bothering with. If you would like it, anybody out there, drop me a message, because I'm going to be trying to get rid of it.
And then we bought a little brass pot stand.
I like that. It's
really nice. Got quite a bit of patina on it, but it'll polish up nicely.
Yeah. 50p. It's worth more than that in brass. If you saw my scrapyard video, you'll know, well, I'm into a little bit of scrapping. That's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think we'll be scrapping it.
No. It's got a label on, but it's worn away.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, it had a label on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like that.
Yeah. Shall I carry on with things in this bag?
Yeah, go on.
Or you picked this up because you liked it.
Oh, at the end of the day, we went back with like a couple of pounds left in our pocket. And I was drawn to this. It's a turned wooden base, and then it's got a little paraffin lamp, I'm assuming. So it's got a little well in there, brass lined well, and then the wick that draws it up, and a nice little lamp. Pretty cool thing. And we managed to get that and 2 other items. This was right at the end of the fete. And I just said to the guy, what do you want for these? And he said, oh, just give me 50p for the 3. So we did. Oh, it was that pot, which I liked.
Yeah, we looked at this several times, but it doesn't have a maker's mark on it or any kind of signature. So we dismissed it initially. And then we just picked it up because it was cheap.
We just liked it. And at the end, I was drawn to it right at the beginning, but we left it because, as Andrew just said, it's not signed. But even if we keep that for the new place, it's kind of in keeping. Nice. But, you know, it's studio pottery.
Yeah.
Certainly looks hand turned to me.
Yeah.
It must be.
It is a lovely thing.
How have they done that bit then? Cut them out?
Not sure.
Must have done.
Stoll says this is a sign of things to come. Nick will be eventually edged out by mugs, but he does enforce this rule of one in, one out.
That's why 1 in, 1 out. You see, Stephen, that's how it is.
And you can do that when you're thrifting, can't you? Because you can use stuff for a while and then you change them out for other things.
So what was the third item? You picked up a little vase, wasn't it? Like a little bud vase.
Oh yes, this one.
Yeah.
Little Marks and Spencer's, St Michael.
So 50p for the 3.
St Michael.
Those are the sort of prices we were talking. We could have bought so much. It would have been crazy.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know if I would have picked that up, but I didn't initially. I just
that doesn't appeal to me at all.
Well,
I don't know why.
There are people that like that sort of thing. It's not our style, but other people like it.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
I thought Nick was going to do his back in again, lifting those batteries. Yeah. Tried to lift them sensibly when I went to the scrapyard.
Yeah, Vic, I wouldn't polish it up. I don't. But if somebody else wanted it, they could. And it probably would look very nice once it's done.
Hamster Nibbler, great name, says, I presume you sell and buy it now. Primarily, yeah. Occasionally we use auction, but it's 99% set our price and wait. We do use the offer system as well. If something sells quickly, are you ever concerned that you've sold it too cheap? Yeah, but...
Yeah, sometimes we say that, but also maybe it was the right price. You just don't know, do you? And we're just happy it sold, to be fair. We got the price that we put on it, that we wanted for it, and it sold. So all good.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really matter.
If you've done your research and you've set your price, you've got to be happy to sell it.
Yeah.
But of course you get that twinge of, blimey, that sold within 5 minutes. That was a bit... But people have saved searches, you know, for specific things. And when it comes up, if it's priced right, they just grab it, don't they?
Ken says, Andrea, CDs make good coasters for mugs. Yeah, well, I love my music.
That sets off my OCD.
I know, me too. We are so particular about music and about looking after discs.
Condition of CDs. This is our record shop background coming into play.
This is how we met. We met in record shops.
Yeah, working.
In our price.
Not hanging around in record shops trying to find a woman.
Just stalking.
No, that wasn't my style.
No, we were both working in our price.
Although I did get to know you before I was working there as a regular.
Yeah.
Wow, that took a long time to process.
It was because I was listening to the first part of it and you went as a regular. I was like, oh yeah. I was thinking, did I meet you there before? Did I forget that? No. Yeah, I used to come in and buy music and I used to serve you. And we've told the garbage story many times. But... The
garbage story? That sounds dodgy.
Yeah, because you'd ordered a garbage DVD. No, not
video.
DVD.
It was that long ago. I'd ordered a video.
And it just was forever out of stock. And I used to see you coming in and think, oh no, it still hasn't come in.
This was it. Garbage, the band Garbage. This was at their peak,
Yeah.
and they'd released this video, and it was sold out everywhere. So I had to order it up from the record company, and it must have taken like a month or 2 months to turn up. And I was in every week, sometimes twice a week. Hello, has it turned up yet? I could have phoned the store, but
you could have done.
I was in anyway buying music at least twice a week. Yeah. Long time ago. I picked one of these up. We saw it early on, but knew there wasn't really much money in them. And they wanted £4 for it. Some stuff was labelled. The consoles were labelled up at £10 each, fair enough. This guy was labelled up at 4, so we left him until the end when things were like 50p. And he is a grommet. He's not really a backpack, he's a shoulder bag, but he has a zip-up opening. Now, back when we started reselling and the whole Wallace and Gromit thing was much bigger, we'd buy the backpacks and the little figures and the alarm clock and all of that. We did a big trade in all of that stuff, didn't we? We don't tend to pick it up these days, but there is still a market. There's still people that collect the Aardman stuff. Yeah. So he's about £10 to £12 now. There's not much in him. But when it's 50, was he 50p by then? I think so.
Was, yeah. Blue Tonic's asking, what company do you primarily use to ship items to customers?
Royal Mail. We have an online Royal Mail account, and I use the click and drop system to print off labels. I bag up my stuff, seal it all up, and I drop it at the post office. So I print off all of my postage at home. I've had that account for longer than I care to remember. Yeah, that's what we use. And courier wise, I use a mix of Hermes, which are now Every. Still can't get used to that.
Yeah.
But I prefer UPS if I can use a UPS. Sometimes use Parcel Force, which is Royal Mail's courier service.
We've got a pair of these, but I don't know where the second one is. Is that in a different box?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I did actually pick up a pair, so I've got 2 of these. They're just pressed glass, but really nice, really pretty. So that was something we bought towards the end as well, wasn't it?
What size is the AK Black Primer? Does it not say on the listing? Hang on, Gary, I'll have a look. That's all I've got left from all of that paint stuff.
Christy's asking, when you go to these events, is your strategy, what is your strategy maybe? We have XXX to spend, or just spend what you like? We generally get some money out, and then, yeah, I mean, if there's something really, really good and we've run out of money, then we tend to go and get more money. But
we don't have a fixed strategy because it's all opportunist. Sometimes we'll take a couple of £100 to a jumble trail and spend 20 quid. For example, when we went to this fete, we weren't really in, we're going to pick up loads of stuff frame of mind. They just happened to be, and it makes sense now because they missed the fete during lockdown. In fact, 2 years worth of fetes they missed. So the stuff had built up, and it's quite an affluent area. So it was a perfect storm of stuff. So we should have known. So I only had 50 quid in my wallet. If I'd have gone with the intention to buy, I'd have had £200 in my wallet, and I might have spent most of that.
It was funny when we kept going back to the bookstore because Ellen had Jeff, and she says, "How are we here again?"
She could have gone off and
she
wandered
could have done.
about.
She did a couple of times, but
yeah. But I would say, going back to that question, which is a really good question, I would say take more money than you intend on spending, because you don't know when that epic deal. In fact, we watched Peter Cummins' video earlier, Sales of the Unexpected, and he had to scrabble around and borrow money to get that deal on trains.
Borrowed it off Peter Ray, didn't he?
So you're always better off to have more than you expect to spend, because you don't know when that opportunity is going to arise, and if you don't have the money, you're a bit stuck.
Yeah. Jeff is okay, thank you. RH Tube, he's in the living room with Ellen, so he's very happy that his bestie's home.
He's worn out. Now you picked this up.
This was at the end as well. Picked that up.
50p job.
Yeah, that is the same as the soap dish that I picked up recently.
Okay.
It's the same.
Is that a serving bowl then?
Don't know. Might be sort of a something for use in the bathroom, or
Really?
I don't know.
What are you going to do with that in the bathroom? Big bar of soap
I'm
in
probably
it?
going to sell it because I'm not sure if I will use it. But you could use it for anything, couldn't you?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, now Andrea was upsetting people.
Oh yeah. Hang on.
Oh, dear. You bought a pair of rabbit heads.
They're obviously bookends.
They're not.
Yeah,
Well,
they're only Sainsbury's. I bought them for us.
They're like resin. They're not metal. They're like resin stuff.
This was the first thing that I picked up, and I thought, oh, they're just going to look so gorgeous on a bookshelf. So yeah, so I picked those up. Absolutely love them. And then the lady behind the table said, we were browsing other things, and she came up and said, "Were you the ones that bought the bookends?" And I said, "Yeah, I bought the bookends." And she said, "Oh, please sell them to me." I was like, "Oh, well, I kind of bought them for our new house, and I really love them. I don't really want to sell them." And she was like, "Oh no, I really, really wanted them."
I thought it was a bit off. She was really piling it on, making you feel guilty, and I was like, enough now.
The thing is, if I'd have bought them to resell, then I probably would have just sold them to a, for what I paid for them. I'd have probably been like, yeah, I paid this much, whatever, you have them. But I bought them because I loved them, and so I didn't really want to part with them. So.
But she had ample opportunity, and that's how it goes. Snooze, you lose.
Exactly. We've missed out on loads of stuff in the past.
Yeah. So there's those, which are obvious keepers.
For the house.
This is going to be a keeper because we were playing it last night, and it's fun. It's what's the company? Big Potato. They do some really good games.
They're really good.
How it works, just quickly, because it is fun. All of the players or teams get given I think it's 12 or 13 cards with colours on, and all of the questions, the answers are colours or a selection of colours. It's harder than you think. Like one was last night, what are the colours in the flag of Brazil? The answer, I just held up green and yellow, but it was green, yellow, black and red, wasn't it? I think it had all of those in it, but I don't think anyone got that right. But yeah, we were playing this. So those are the colours. So your answer is that, for example, or that.
What to do with that?
So I think we're going to take this. We are hopefully off to see Carla soon for a bit of a gathering at some point. So we'll take it and play this.
And the annual birthday gathering.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be easy.
No.
But actually, it's really quite difficult, and you really need to have that sort of visual memory. I discovered I don't have such a good visual memory. Some
are just simple and fun, like Prince's favourite type of weather. So you hold up purple. But
some are like multiple colours.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets tricky.
Oh my goodness. Look, for example, the Teletubbies. So what colours do you hold up? All of them. That's a struggle to remember.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I'd have got that.
I think I would have got that.
Because our daughter grew up in the Teletubbies era.
There are things like flags,
flag ones,
Jamaican flag or whatever, and that was difficult.
Oh, for example, you'll be able to see. Oh no, I can see bubonic plague, black.
Oh, of course,
yeah. Oh, it's a great game.
Some of them are quite difficult.
So this isn't for sale, so don't message me about buying this because we're keeping it.
Neither are the bunnies.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you see it when you're out there, pick it up.
And there's a Disney one as well, which I'd like to find at some point.
Oh, there's a Disney everything. Right. Oh, look.
Oh, right, there it is.
Yeah, so we were talking about these. What? Just pressed glass?
Yeah, they're just pressed glass.
But they're quite handsome.
They are nice. They're very pretty. Stores just asked a question, actually. So I think that I generally just use a light background. But I'm going to try and find, because I've got a pair that are listed currently. So I'm just going to try and find them. So I can see.
Where do you get your JFJ compound from? I currently use Maguire's tea-cut sort of stuff. And it does the same job. It works just fine for me.
Well, that's interesting.
I can't remember what it's called. Maguire's Compound, whatever that is. Ultimate Compound.
I thought I had some listed, but they don't appear to be there.
We sold them. We sold some
Did
recently.
Did we? Yeah, we did, didn't we? Hang on, I'll look in my sold listings.
You've been selling stuff. Imagine that.
Right.
Right, should we do the epic thing yet?
Oh, well, I don't have a picture of it. I think I generally just use my white background and just use the light, really.
Wow, I'm way behind. Oh my goodness. Am I? There's a Disney version of this. Yeah, of course there is. It's Nick with the candlestick in the Tat Cave. Oh, there you go. John's just said Maguire's Ultimate Compounds. Thanks, John. Yeah, that's what I've been using for the last year or so. Works well.
Right. So, yeah, I just have... Oh, that doesn't show it very well.
Right, I'm at the end.
I just use my light background with them. Seems to work okay.
So, shall I... What am I going to show? I've got that box of very random books. Right. I'll share the books that are a complete punt, but I think I'll do okay. And then I'll share the books that were a home run of epic proportions. We went to the bookstall after the White Elephant, and they must have had 1,000 or 2,000 books and equal amounts of media. It was epic. And we were trying to be a little bit reserved, or I was. But yeah, at the end, I made them an offer on this box of veterinarial books. Is that a word? Veterinary?
Yeah.
Books for vets. But they are so niche. This one, the Capture and Care Manual, Capture, Care, Accommodation and Transportation of Wild African Animals. I was reading bits whilst I was at my parents, telling them how to catch a giraffe, wasn't I? How to transport a rhino.
Veterinarian.
Veterinarian books, that'll do. I did try looking them up whilst I was at Dad's. It was a complete punt. I found one of these had sold in America for $75. So that was a good indication that these will be obscure out of print books. You might have to wait a while. So that's a good one, I think. Some of the others have been superseded by newer versions. Let me show you what I mean. Oh, there's that you found.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of books down here as well.
So I think these are more kind of standard practice books. You've got Canine Medicine and Therapeutics, but there's been version 2, 3, 4, 5 after. So these might be a bit out of date. I might have to lump them together. There's a cat one and another general one, I think. But they're just really cool. Look at that. The care and management of farm animals. It's a sort of niche thing that goes well. Atlas of Canine Surgical Techniques. Right. I love this sort of niche stuff. Veterinary Clinical Diagnosis, W.R. Kelly.
R. Kelly?
R. Kelly. That's when he branched out into veterinarian stuff. Yeah, so the big box of them. 10 books for a $5, and they threw in your gnome book. Do you want to share your gnome book?
Yeah. How cool is that? And it's all pop-up inside. I'll try and be very careful with it.
In good condition, these can go for 20, that sort of top end. Because it's about as old as us, and it's a pop-up book, so they get destroyed.
Yeah, this is pretty good condition actually for its age.
It needs some repair.
Yeah. I think the last page is our favourite actually. This is so nice.
It needs bits sticking back together. Hang on, hold that bit.
Gnomes on a swing.
So you can imagine that a book that's 40 plus years old, these get ripped apart.
Yeah.
So I did a brief search at the time, and I've seen completed at 20 and beyond. It's all going to depend on condition, and it needs his hands come off there, for example. That will need sticking back on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Book of Gnomes.
And then you picked up this one as well, the Book of Gremlins.
I don't think this one has any value. But I remember this art from the 80s. I'm sure they did album covers, but was it the Osric Tentacles? I think they did the Osric's art.
Ridley and Harry?
Ridley and Neary.
Neary. Oh, I thought it was an H.
It might be Heary. Ridley and Heary.
I don't know.
It could be a different artist.
Oh, Ellie says, I had that book when I was younger. The Little Naked Gnomes. Awesome.
They're such cool things. And this is so of its time.
RH Tube says, surely there's gnome money in those books.
Well, don't you believe it?
Oh, that's nice. Cool.
Yeah. I think I looked this one up and there wasn't much in it, but
and you picked up
this
graphic novel as well.
It's
kind of PM'd me.
Manga graphic novel, 50p. But should we do the home run stuff?
Oh, and also Ben sent some more pictures of that.
Of what?
Used £75, Lord of the Rings.
Okay, we've got to just hope it's in there then.
Where did you send me a message, Teresa? Oh. I don't know. Let me know and I'll see if I can find it.
Right, so I spent the princely sum of £1.50 because he classed these as children's books.
Yeah, John, we don't do Amazon anymore, though, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. We're quite happy we don't.
No, I'm not currently doing any Amazon.
Richard sold a dog training book for £70 a few months ago.
Wow, nice.
The gnome jokes keep coming. It's a well-known fact.
Oh, so talking about niche books,
she's sending it on Insta.
Okay. Those vet books could be a tough sell, and I shouldn't be buying long tail stuff right now, but I just enjoy that sort of almost the challenge of selling something, and it's something I've never bought before. There was a box full, so worst case scenario, I can bundle it up and get it gone. You know what I mean? I just wanted to buy them and learn. This is something I have dabbled in on and off for years. It's so good. So he classed them as kids books. So the books were 50p, and then I have a bunch of like supplement bits here, which he did for 50p the lot. Let me show you. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Master's Guide. Now,
so talking of Stranger Things.
Stranger Things isn't going to hurt the market. If you've been watching the current one with the Hellfire Club, that's what they're into, D&D. And this is hardback. I don't know what edition it would be. Condition is glorious. It is so well looked after. Has it got an edition? 1979. I'm going to be pushing for about £50 on this. So nice. Hardback. Glorious.
Oh, Gary Reynolds says, okay, just paid for it. Can I pick up tomorrow?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, cheers, Carrie. Yeah, just ping us a message. Let us know when so we can make sure we're here. Excellent. And then Player's Handbook.
Yeah, we've got a meeting at 2:00. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the condition. Hardback edition, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook. I can't remember. I did briefly look them up. 30, 40, maybe more, I think, on that. I also got, I think it's in Stranger Things where if you're the dungeon master, you have like a screen that you hide behind them when you're telling the story and doing all of that.
Teresa would like to buy the gnome book. Okay, we'll find out a price for you.
Yep. I'm going to do a few little repairs on that as well. Or do you want it left so you can repair it? It's up to you. So I've actually got one of the screens here. So this is the bit that if you are the dungeon master, you have that set up in front of you, which I'm sure is in one of the Hellfire scenes in Strange Things, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the players are in front of you and you have all of the stats and everything here. So you control the game from behind the book. That's like 20 quid I would put on that. itself, and it's just a bit of cardboard.
Yeah,
and then,
Hamster Nibbler says Stranger Things has been brilliant. Can't wait for volume 2. Yeah, we're excited as well.
I wasn't sure at the beginning of this series, and then I got into it and kind of, yeah, it's good. And these little like add-ons are great. I think I saw someone achieve about 30 quid for that, for example.
About 4 o'clock, Mary says.
Similar. Yeah, perfect.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's good. And then there's this one. Temple of Elemental Evil, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I think somebody achieved about 50 on that, for example. Take my numbers with a pinch of salt. I briefly looked it all up before we went live. I might be remembering some of it wrong.
Oh, Teresa would like you to repair for her.
Yeah, okay, I will do my best. I enjoy doing that, so no problem. And look at that, Dragonlance. That's the books. We've sold lots of Dragonlance books. And in here, it feels like, oh, wow, yeah. Look at that. That's unused. All the playing tokens are totally unused there. I don't know what they go with. I have to do some research. Hopefully it's this one. Look at that. This stuff is so sought after. So, yeah, these were in a cardboard box underneath the bookstall. I think I caught the spine of one of these and got incredibly excited and was just pulling them out and handing them to Andrea. Like, oh, look, hold this, hold this.
And the best thing is that they were a bit cheaper because he said that they were children's books.
I already said that.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah.
I was too busy looking at chat and stuff.
We ended up with a stack of books and he said, oh, that's a kid's one, 50p. I'm like, fine, sure. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a few £100 there, easily. Lovely things. And then these were a bit of a bonus. Look at that, Dark Crystal. What is it?
Ellie says, literally watching Stranger Things right now. What an incredible find.
Oh, who remembers this? Dark Crystal. It's like a little movie special magazine. Oh, the Skeksis. Yeah, they freaked me out as a kid. Oh, these things. Jim Henson. What a genius he was. Landstriders, yeah. Oh my goodness, this is cool. So I don't know, but there's that in it, and a Dragon Slayer magazine.
Oh, Phil Higginson's excited about it. It says that's not a home run. The ball has left the state.
Yeah, it's so nice when you find something that excites you and is worth some money. And it's just a cool thing. It's got everything for me, this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, find of the month for me. Very excited about that.
Yes.
We also bought some. Can you grab them? Because if I reach from here, it's going to.
Try.
They're heavy.
Oh, yeah. Is that one?
Oh, that. Yeah, it's a niche train book, probably worth about a tenner. Finsbury Park to Alexandra Palace, hardback. And then we took a punt on these, and they're probably not worth much. Tried to look them up. Massive coffee table books, Lady Gaga and Gaga by Gaga. But we'll see. They were too nice to leave behind at £1 each. I think they were £1, weren't they, the hardbacks?
I think they were, yeah.
Something like that? Yeah.
Do you ever worry Jeff will ruin the items in your tack case, says Ben? No, because firstly, he hardly ever comes in here. He's a little bit scared of it in here, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't like it in here.
And secondly, he doesn't really destroy anything. So
no, touch wood, he's not that sort of dog that finds things and eats it.
No.
Jeff did that, Monty did that once with some stock.
Yes.
Some of my vintage red nose collectibles.
It was, yeah, it was red and rubber and it squeaked.
and
he had a whale of a time, and then we came home to find it all in pieces.
Yeah, but that was Monty.
Yeah.
So this is full of really cool pictures and stuff. But I don't think we'll do particularly well on that. But I'm not complaining, because if I'd have just bought the D&D stuff.
Ben says £10 for the Gaga book.
Yeah, sounds about right. We just thought they were lovely things, so we bought them.
Oh, I'm talking about Dark Crystal, but something different.
Yeah.
And we bought this book as well. The World of the Dark Crystal.
Again, no idea on it, but it's
the
gorgeous.
story of the Dark Crystal derives from the Jim Henson film, The Dark Crystal.
So is it all
So-
films from? Is it artwork or stills and stuff? Oh yeah. See, I'll probably have a good read of this. It's all of the concept art by the look of it. Yeah, really nice. Wow, look at these. So, yeah, no idea.
Interesting question from RHTube there. Can you do me a favour and say quite loudly, Alexa, lights on? And she won't listen to me. I hope that worked. It's probably turned everyone else's lights on as well.
Shall I set an alarm?
Anyway, I picked up these two little, like monkey pod, are they? Wooden bowls.
What did you say?
Monkey pod.
What's a monkey pod?
That's what they describe the wood as.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they might. Yeah, because they're really light.
What, like coconut?
Oh, Lainey says, "Oh, you just turned mine off." Sorry.
Oh, it works.
Oh, wait, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
And then, no
Hang
idea
on.
what this is, but I like it.
Hang on a
so I
minute.
just bought it. A little ceramic beaker with an elephant on it.
You know I'm a child. Oh my! I feel like I'm about 12 at school. Didn't you used to do that with coconuts?
Yes. I was just reading Kathy's. I'll never see another one monkey. It still had its. Oh, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, so that's really cool. I'm not sure. I might be keeping that. I think it's really cool.
Ellie says
it probably had a lid on it originally, didn't it? It was probably like a drinking beaker or something.
Yeah. Had and sold that Dark Crystal book. Depends on edition, but I sold mine for 30. Wow.
Wow.
Shall I have a look, see if it says.
And then I bought this very plain Starbucks mug, but I really quite like that. I just like the simplicity of it. But that's probably going to be sold.
Doesn't really say in edition. It's just dated 82. I mean, it's the hardback, which might indicate it's an early.
Oh,
you know, if it's been reissued as a softback, don't know.
Nerf gun bundle.
Oh, good. That's been on a while, that one.
I bought something else for the house as well. I've got a smaller candle holder in this. It's the Sia collection, and it's the same designs. And I saw that and I thought, yeah, I'm going to get that to go with it.
Hi, Stu. Nick, you can do the same with pistachio nutshells. Sounds like a very little horse a long way away. I really want to try that now.
You do, I know, I can tell.
Glad your Nerf gun's sold. I picked up about 20 of them today. Yeah, bundle is the way. That was the last few I had. Well, I picked them up separately after I cleared everything else, didn't I? Those 3 crossbows when we were in, I think, Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's for the new house, is it?
So RH Tube says that Starbucks mug established 1971, the same year as Costa and me. You're just a little bit older than us then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the other fireside companion thing.
Oh yeah.
Well,
this is
all in bits in here.
I don't know, it's just a not as well made one and smaller in stature. So I'm probably selling this one and keeping the other one. Red hot poker, anybody? And the tongs. Oh, hang on, we've done that wrong. No, the tongs go there. Do they?
Oh.
No, they don't. Maybe they just hang off one. Do they?
I don't know.
Oh, that'll do.
I don't know if there's anything else in there to do with that. But
yeah, little brass doodly thing. I think I paid 2 on it. Yeah. Is what it is.
It is indeed. Picked up this little studio pottery candlestick holder. Signed on the bottom. What do you think that says? Collectible or something.
Whoa.
Not sure.
What, you think that's a K?
Might not be.
All right.
Well, what do you reckon this says, everyone? Might be. It might be a V.
Hang on, I'm trying to get it. There we go. 348. Collectible. Volleybill.
It does look like a K, doesn't it? Beal.
Maybe it's foreign. Is that German?
Maybe. Yeah, could be.
Collectible.
Anyway, I really like the design of it, so
it's pretty.
That up.
And it came home with us.
And then this is super cute, and I love it. But
hang on. Stu reckons cola with an H, Biel Pottery. Oh, yeah, that would work. That would work. Kohler. So there's meant to be an R at the end there.
Yeah.
Cola Biel. Do you want to write that down? Because you'll forget that.
I will forget that.
Hang on a minute, I'll do it.
You know, I picked up some pretty ugly pottery mugs in the past, made in Wales. This is a salt cellar. It's missing its little cork, and there wasn't a pepper shaker to go with it, but I couldn't leave it behind. I've never seen that before. So
yeah, that is cool. That is.
The thing is, you couldn't use it because it hasn't got the cork in it. But
oh, you can cut a cork to size quite easily.
Maybe.
Right. So thank you, Stu.
Fun. I mean, he's just a lot of fun, isn't he?
There's a note in there for when that gets listed.
Let's hope I won't lose that.
Sometime in the next 10 years, that might get listed.
We're doing quite well with listing things as we've been getting them. But the trouble is, then, stuff we've had for a while is just sat there.
That's awesome. It almost looks like he's wearing a hood, like a hooded.
Yeah.
That is the coolest thing. Well, you were probably just saying it, but we've only ever seen the mugs, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's a shame, though, because it's only a salt.
I know. And there definitely wasn't a pepper. So, yeah, that was a shame.
Could easily be someone out there who smashed their salt.
Yeah, well, pepper. That's salt.
Yeah. So we want someone out there who smashed their salt.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant somebody smashed their
salt.
Anyway.
So then they'll buy our salt.
Yeah, I get what you mean now.
Should we do a thumbnail with this guy in the middle? Like, do your pretty ugly face. Thumbnail. Won't use that. Won't use that.
Chris says, have you ever had any tiki mugs? No. Can't bet Chris is on the lookout for them. No, I haven't had any of those.
Well, Chris had what's his face, didn't he? On, I didn't watch it, or has he not had him on yet? Jason T. Smith.
Oh yeah, he's friends with him, isn't he?
Yeah, I think they met up in America.
I picked this up. It's a pair of curtains. I'm going to hang on to them until we move in, just in case they might fit one of our windows. But I like that. They're definitely curtains, because that's what it says on the front. Pair of lined curtains with tie backs. But the back of it shows a duvet cover, so that's a bit weird.
Oh, I found a really nice condition vintage Monopoly. You rarely see boxes as good as this. I mean, look at that. So this is the 70s, 80s one. And let's see if it's got a copyright date on it. No. But, I mean, it's been a long time since I've had one as clean as that. Usually they are taped up, squished and squashed.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at Laney's comment there.
Let's get inside it.
Buzz Lightyear had a stroke.
Yes, it does look a bit like Buzz Lightyear after an unfortunate... It is. It's Buzz Lightyear. Excellent. Let's see how good this is inside.
Belinda says, I love the Country Diary stuff. Yeah, me too. It's not Dormer, though, unfortunately. It's
look at that.
Something different.
Yeah, this is the best condition box I've had. I must have sold, I don't know how many.
This has sat in a cupboard for so many years and barely been played. So.
Oh, look how bright that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has not been...
It's hard.
Oh,
yeah.
Creaks when it opens.
Goodness me.
I wouldn't be surprised if this has never been used.
Well, that classic board game thing where someone's used it once when they got it.
Yeah, look, the money is. Oh yeah.
Date is often on the corner of the board.
Oh, is it? I was going to look at the doodly. The last date on the instructions is 72. Let's have a look on the corner of the board then. See if it says something on there as well. Corner of the board? No, I don't have a date on the board. Can you see one?
No.
No. So yeah, 70s I'm saying. But easily the best condition one of these. Yeah, look at that. These have not hardly been thumbed at all. Look at those. Could have been issued yesterday. So nice. Where's all the doodlies? Yeah, this is the edition we had as kids.
Yeah.
I'm calling everything doodlies. I don't know that it's got all of its tokens though. Although I have spare. Oh, do I? I've got rid of a load of spares. Oh, don't tell me it's missing some. Oh, isn't that weird? It's missing some tokens. After all of that, I've only got the top hat. Alison was always the top hat.
Oh, I always wanted to be the dog.
I was the car quite often. There's the car, and there's the ship, and there was an iron which is missing.
Yeah,
Dog. What else was there? I can't remember.
That is weird. Someone's taken those out and kept them all. Something. Oh my goodness.
Look at this. There's a mummified elastic band in the shape of some cards. Oh, look, it's just snapped. Can you sling that in the bin next year? Maybe. It's always worth looking under the tray. Let's have a look under the tray quick. But I'll be able to get the spares for this. Super, super easy.
Iron boot dog.
Oh, the boots. Yeah, the boot. Oh, that's so weird. So I'm missing the boot, the iron, and the dog.
Baz Peeb is asking, any idea which versions of Monopoly are the rarest or most expensive?
That's solid.
Do you know?
Oh, goodness. Now you're asking. No, not off the top of my head. Some of the city ones, they did ones which are based on cities. Some of those go crazy. Your best bet is to do a search on completed items on eBay and then refine it by the most expensive and just have a browse.
Oh, Lainey was always the dog as well. Her sister was the hat. Her mum was the iron and her brother the boot.
Oh, Kath. Okay, Kath. Well,
yeah.
I may have them here. I'll have a look and then try and remember to message you if I don't have them. But yeah, that is gorgeous, despite missing. That's really odd that it's missing those bits. It's got loads of hotels and houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, missing a couple of hotels. I have tons of spares of those. So. Anyway, that's cool. Add a few bits and get that sold. Yeah, look at that box though. Look at it. It's so crisp.
Yeah, that's nice.
Worth 2 of your English pounds all day long, which is what I think I paid for it.
Yeah. Right.
Have we exhausted stuff?
That bag. I think so. There wasn't anything else. There's a box next to you. Is there anything else in that?
That's the book. Books. That's the vet books.
Yep, that's it then.
All right, I think that's it. We've gone over time. That's so much chat. We've gone over by 20 minutes.
Yeah. So we're looking for words of wisdom now.
I guess so, yeah. If you're new to our Sunday thing, we like to end on some positive notes. Share your words of wisdom with us, and we will pick one to leave you with. It's how it's evolved. Don't ask me how, but that's what we do now. So yeah, pop them in. They can be themed on whatever you like. We don't have a particular theme for today. What are we talking about here? Ticket to Ride. That's a good game. Be careful with Ticket to Ride, Ben. They are regularly faked. It is
Ticket
true.
to Rude.
Ticket to Rude. Oh yeah. Word of wisdom: if you're looking to buy Starlink, go for the Elon Musk version and not the crappy Switch version. Right. Okay. Great advice.
I like Sandra's there.
Hang on. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Every day is a chance to change your life. Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, I like that.
Deep.
Dungeons and Dragons, words of wisdom.
Do you fear this monster? You should, but even more, it should fear you. Nice.
Yeah, I kind of like that, and it's very in keeping.
Don't land on Mayfair with a hotel. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you own it, and then you're just there for a visit.
Yeah, it's usually Nick that owns it, and then me and Ellen are like, oh.
No, if we played, it's Darren. If we play Monopoly with my sister, which we do occasionally, Darren, her husband, so into it. He normally wins.
Does.
Yeah.
To the point that every time he suggests playing it, everyone's like,
oh, no. Oh, very tired though. No. I never lose. I either win or learn.
Yeah,
that's cool. Great. I like that a lot.
It's jumped quite a bit.
It has. Right, let's try and catch up. Aim for your dreams, but don't lose yourself along the way.
Yeah, good.
Wow. Someone very wise once said, people sharing aspects of their life are not inviting you to tell them how they should live it.
Oh, yes.
That's quite poignant. Yes. Yeah.
Indeed. There's a few people that that's very relevant for recently, isn't there?
Yeah.
And we've had our fair share.
We've had a fair share. I mean, thankfully things have been fine for us. But yeah, putting yourself out there on social media in a big way, which is what we choose to do, and it does come with the territory. But there are a lot of people who, will offer you advice on your life when you don't ask for it,
and tell you that you should do things or
not do
or judge you for things that you have done.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't list it, you can't sell it. Tackle that death pile.
That is very true.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
I'm doing quite well at listing recently. I'm getting there.
Boldfine says, don't snooze the alarm on boot sale Sunday.
Oh dear, it sounds like you're talking from experience. Oh.
I was chatting with Mel the other night. I think it was you she was referring to. She had been chatting with and really enjoying getting to know you. So she was saying, do I know you? I don't really, but yeah, I'm sure it was you she was talking about. Aussie Mel, that is. Don't always pass a damaged object if rare enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've bought a couple of things recently that have been damaged. I didn't purposefully buy them when they were knowing that they were damaged, but yeah, it just happens. But they do sell.
There's no place like Nome.
Yeah, that's good.
What's this? We time decides who you meet. I'm not sure that's come out right.
Time decides who you meet in life. Your heart decides who you want in your life. That's very true. Yes, it is.
No place like Nome, or Nome is where the heart is. Thanks, Ron. Nothing is a problem, just a challenge to solve. Oh. These are the sorts of things I have to tell myself trying to develop this app. If I could just have £1 with every problem we've had to solve, we'd be doing all right out of it. Another meeting on Tuesday to hopefully wrap up things, to start the process with Google and to hand it over to a selected bunch of testers again. So we are that close, maybe. Yeah. I've had to be quite philosophical about this whole process because otherwise I'd have been very stressed.
You've been there.
I have been very stressed anyway. Games, changes and fears. When will they go from here? When will they stop? That's Macy Gray.
Yes, it is.
He's tempting me. He's tempting me to sing it. I'm not going there, Johnny. Excellent. Oh,
every week.
We get it every
Someone
week.
has to say it every week. Yeah.
Oh, there's some. Oh, that's good advice, Richard. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Monopoly, good money, but also faked. Should have glow in the dark houses. Wow.
Okay.
Bye, Antoinette. Good to see you. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever did. Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Deciding you can't do something is the quickest way to fail. Giving up is the quickest way to fail. I have to keep reminding myself of that on a daily basis. Don't give up.
Well, if you never try, you've already failed, haven't you?
Well, that's another good one. Dogging is nothing to do with dogs. Hello. Yeah, we mentioned that earlier. Great video, by the way. Enjoyed that earlier. Tough times never last, but tough people do. That's good. I've never heard that.
That's good.
See, another one I should write up on the wall for when I'm dealing with app crap. Tough times.
Like ab fab, but different.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's so many good ones this week. After news of a forthcoming Spinal Tap 2.
Really? Wow.
No. Don't spoil it. In the words of the keyboard player, Viv Savage, have a good time all of the time. Is there really a Spinal Tap 2?
You know what else I heard? Peter Gabriel's got a new album coming out next year and he's touring.
Ooh, Peter Gabriel. Learn to drive so you can get to village sales or any sales.
Yeah. Yeah,
Belinda. Absolutely. Go for it. Follow your bliss. Love that. Love that. If you're skint, ask Peter Ray for a sub. Excellent. Yeah. That's relating to the other Peter's video if you've not seen it. Failure is an option. Yeah. Having that in your mind prepares yourself and allows you to, frees you up, funnily enough. Yeah. It's not a negative statement, that.
Because if you fail, then you've learned from it.
Yeah. That sounds like it's a negative statement, but it's not. And I use that regularly. Going into things knowing that failure is an option allows you to go there sometimes. And failure isn't always a bad thing. You've learned from that and you go and you do something else. But yeah, because fearing the failure is the negative thing. Knowing that it's an option frees you up. It's true. And it's a really good quote. Okay. We could read so many. Oh,
hello from Rachel. Hello, Rachel.
What's that? Rachel?
Just above.
Oh, sorry. Hello from Rachel. You should be sleeping, Rachel. What are you doing watching us lunatics? Be safe, be happy, and never let anyone make you feel afraid. David Coverdale. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, we could go on all night. Kimmy Kitty, welcome. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It keeps you busy, but won't get you anywhere.
That's a good one. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible worrier. And I know that I shouldn't, but it's very difficult not to.
Worry is the thief of joy. I like that. And it's really hard to get out of that mental cycle if you're in it. And I know that, but just remembering that worrying is really unhelpful. It doesn't help anything or anyone ever. Yeah. Okay. You can pick one tonight. What do you want to go with?
I want to go with that Dungeons and Dragons one because I think that is very in keeping.
Okay.
With today.
There's another one there. Reselling is like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. Okay. Sorry if we've missed any. We're going to go because it is nicely themed on our epic. So excited with that find today.
Yeah.
I've got to find it again now, though.
I know, it's right at the top.
Amuse yourselves.
There it is.
This feels one.
This feels.
Dungeons and Dragons, words of wisdom. Do you fear this monster? You should, but even more, it should fear you. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
I
deep.
like that one.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all of your comments and words of wisdom. We'll do all this again next week. I doubt we'll have as much stuff. I doubt we'll have as much good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we did all right.
It was, when something's an unexpected surprise, it was like that. We didn't really go thinking we'd buy much. And I got video games. You got some really nice studio pottery.
Yeah.
We got the Dungeons and Dragons find, which honestly will be my find of the year. I'm so excited about that. Got the weird vet books,
we've got a really good selection.
Stuff for the house. Okay.
Oops.
If we didn't read out your words of wisdom, keep them in there, and we'll try and read them out next week. We will be here next week, will we? We're not doing anything.
I think it's Father's Day next week, but I think we'll be here.
Is it Father's Day on the Sunday?
Yeah.
Right. Father's Day next week. We'll see you then.
Yeah. Have a good week.
Yeah. I'll try and put out something tomorrow, although they usually get edited and come out on the Tuesday. So maybe there'll be a video on Tuesday. Who knows?
Yeah. And a new video went up on my channel yesterday. So
right.
Link for that is below.
You can all go and watch Andrea's video from yesterday. What's in it?
Lots of Christmas stuff.
Christmas stuff. But they were quite epic finds when you did the research. Yeah. So Andrea's channel link is below. Go and give Andrea some support on there. Please sub if you're not. And we'll see you next Sunday.
Yep. Bye.
Press the button. Press the button. Make it